Fans, take flight, get loud, and welcome your New York Jets!
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Fields. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He doesn't expect this year to be any different.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Bourne buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles
So the drive
7,
there took 6 plays.
7.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
16 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw is Fields. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd down.
A toss left side for Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Jets. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Fields now to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Folks, kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team. Brandon Godden.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Motion man left is Lazard. They'll start on the ground. Hall. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent gain there, but it hasn't hasn't been his best game overall, so I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Complete to A.J. Brown. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
Take it up. You can do better.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
2nd and 10.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Dancing to his left. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Taylor. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
A gain of 10 yards.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Jets.
One last throw here for Fields. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the 2nd half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time poring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports.